Guys, I'm so excited about today. This is unlike any live because I have the best things to share with you today. Hi, Valerie. I'm really excited about what I have to share today, so you have to stick with me. Well, you don't have to. You can leave if you want, but like you're going to want to, okay? What I want to share with you guys today, I'm just going to go really deep on this. I want to share with you guys, I want to talk about, Valerie says Maine here too. Oh my neighbor, my fellow Mainer. Okay, I want to talk about my simple process for selling, and kind of like what do I do specifically, like on a regular basis in order for me to create consistent I create multiple 5-figure months in my business consistently for about 3 years now. So I want to share with you guys how you can start to create at least 5-figure months in your business, and doing that in a way easier, like ways that are so much easier. They feel so much better, not complicated at all. And I'm even going to talk about some ways you could do this quickly. Okay. Here's what I want to say. I think like the fact of the matter is, right, like no matter how we slice it, like you have to be really good at selling, right? In order for you to have a successful, profitable business, in order for you to create consistent 5-figure months and more, you have to be really good at selling. You can't suck at sales, right? Like you can't be bad at selling or asking for the sale. You can't be like lowering your prices because you're afraid people can't afford it or that they won't buy it, or like, you can't be like afraid to put yourself out there and just like own your value, own that thing that you do, and then be able to ask for that sale confidently in a way that's like, you're welcome, right? Like I have a solution for you. You're welcome. Here it is, right? Instead of being like, oh, I don't want to like offend anyone or take their money, or like, what if they can't afford it? Or what if they have other things to pay? Like I want to show you how sales can be so much more fun, can be like, feel so much better. That's really what I want to talk about today, because I'm not like, I am all about sales. Like I'm the sales rebel. It's what I do, right? But like, I am not about being pushy or being really like salesy or tacky about it. And I'm not about like, creating this urgency that feels really pressured, like I'm pressuring you or forcing you or like trying to convince you or beg you or like putting these scare tactics out there like some people do. Like that's not how I do sales. Yet I'm still able to do multiple 5-figure months in my business every single damn month, like clockwork, with no problems, okay? In a way that feels really good and it's not hard at all. And that's what I want to talk about today. So I want to share my sales process for 5-figure months, because I know when I first got started, this is something that took me years to get to. It took me forever to get from $2,000 a month to $5,000 a month. And from 5,000, well, it was much quicker to get from 5,000 to 10,000 because I had kind of figured it out at that point. But like $2,000 was my monthly, like that was my limit for years. It took me so long to get over that point. And so I know how important it is to get to that benchmark, right? So it is a thing. Let's talk about it. I do have to tell you guys, in case you have not heard, if you have not noticed, I'm going to share with you some more details about this a little bit later, like at the end of this live. I do want you to know that as of today, like right now, the early bird doors are open officially for my live group coaching program, Unleashed. If you have not checked this sales page out, if you have not gone over to see the testimonials from my amazing clients over there, the bonuses and some of the payment plan options for the early bird, you need to check it out. Okay. The link is above. I'm going to share some more details because I have some super sexy bonuses that I want to share with you guys. And I have a couple other little secrets about Unleashed as well. And I'm going to talk about that at the end. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Stay tuned for that, because if what I share with you on this live resonates with you at all, and if you're like, oh my God, this is like speaking to me, you're going to want to check out the Unleashed sales page. Okay. All right, here's what I do want to say. Let's go ahead and get into it, because I do want to say that like my success really, like what I believe truly, what I believe has been behind my success, if I'm being completely transparent with you guys, which I am because I always am, I have to say that like behind all my success is the fact of like me being able to make decisions. And I know that sounds like cliche or whatever, but like I'm being really real here, is like in the beginning of my business, one of the things I struggled with was like making a decision. I got really trapped in like shiny object syndrome, like what other people were doing, what other people were charging, what they were saying, what they were launching, how they were doing it all. I got really stuck in like overthinking and overcomplicating every single little thing to the point where I couldn't make decisions. I couldn't move, right? Like I felt really just kind of like stuck, like I was treading water, right? And I felt that way for years. And a lot of it came down to the fact that I was really bad at making decisions, right? Like I couldn't wrap my head around here's what needs to be done and just do it. I had to pick apart every single step and every single strategy and every piece of content. And I had to like overthink it and make it really bigger than what it was and really complicate it. Now, I know probably 99.999% of the clients that I work with are doing the exact same thing. They're overcomplicating, they're being perfectionists, and they're trying to pick apart everything. And they want to make it perfect before they put it out there, right? I did the same thing. Like, no judgment, ladies. I did the exact same thing. I wanted every nook and cranny to be perfect before I put it out there because I didn't want to screw up. I almost said the F word, and I don't think Facebook likes it. But I didn't want to screw up. I didn't want to say something to offend anybody or make anybody mad. I wanted to be very careful about what I was saying, and I wanted it to be perfect so people would buy or see me as an expert, right? And so what happened is when I got into that, hi Paula, by being that perfectionist, by being that person that was overthinking and overcomplicating every step, I wasn't able to make decisions. I wasn't able to say, you know what, write the email and put it out. Do the Facebook Live and just do the thing, right? Like, go ahead and just like hit go on the sales page or whatever. I wouldn't be able to do it. I was stuck. So I want to just say, like, you know, I had to start making these decisions that were really scary, like scary AF. I had to make the decision and decide to show the F up. Right? I had to make the decision, just show up consistently as me. Stop trying to be somebody I wasn't. Stop trying to be this clever marketer when I'm not a marketer. Like, that's not what I do. I'm not a marketer, right? Like, I'm not an expert marketer. Stop trying to, like, you know, keep up with what everybody else around me was doing. Just commit to consistently showing up as me. Okay? Share content and share, you know, value that is true to me, that I feel inspired to talk about, and just do the damn thing. And so I had to make that decision to do that and to nurture my audience by showing up and giving that value consistently, and to grow my audience every single effing day. And also to sell to my audience regularly. That was something, even though sales has always come pretty natural and easy for me, I did not feel good or comfortable selling every day. I felt awkward. I felt pushy. I felt desperate. I felt people are going to get sick of me. People are going to be like, you know, not wanting to hear this. And so I was overthinking. I was trying to perfect everything, and I wasn't making decisions that moved my business forward. This was one of my biggest problems. And I believe that because I'm able to do that today, that's why I'm able to create multiple 5-figure months, working 20, 25 hours a week. And I'm telling you, like, most of my days, I'm off doing other stuff. I'm not even sitting here working. This live here with you guys will probably be the longest part of the day that I sit here for the most amount of time today. And I'm in the middle of a launch. We're on day 1 of my launch, right? And I will probably work a few hours today. And so I have to say that, like, this is what is behind my success and what will be behind yours as well. And so being able to show up every day consistently, nurture my community, build my community, sell to my community every day. This is really what has allowed me to go from that hard $2,000 a month to multiple 5-figure months very consistently. And so here's the thing. If you're doing this, there's no reason that you shouldn't see an increase in your sales within like 30 to 60 days. Okay. I have people that will come to me and say, Ann, I've been at this for 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, you know, whatever. And I'm not seeing results. And at the end of the day, if you're not making decisions quickly, if you're not moving fast and swiftly and confidently And if you're not being consistent with money-making activities, that's your gap. So if you've been wondering, I don't know why I'm not hitting my goals, I don't know what it is, I don't know like where my gaps are, I just told you. Like if you're not doing the things we talk about today, these are your gaps, okay? So that's good news. Now you just need to like bridge those gaps. And I have really great news on that too, because I can help you do that, okay? And I'll talk about that at the end. Here is my sales process, okay? This is my process for 5-figure months. Here's the thing. I did make the decision that I was done chasing clients, okay? I was done chasing clients. I was done hustling. And I was really done not making consistent income in my business, right? So I committed myself to 3 things every day, every single effing day. Build my list, okay? Nurture that community, nurture that list, and then sell to those people, okay? Now, here's the beauty of this. How you do that does not freaking matter, okay? That's the cool part of this. How you build your list, how you nurture them, and how you sell to them absolutely doesn't even matter. The strategy that you use, the way that you do it, doesn't matter. You can do it any way you want, okay? You can do it any way you want. You can use any strategy you want. It doesn't even matter. So if you're saying like, well, how did you do that? I'm going to talk about how I did that, but it doesn't matter. Any way works, okay? Any way that feels good to you, any way that excites you, that you'll consistently do, that's all that counts, okay? It's just about, I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to do it every single day to make money, okay? That was the decision I had to make. I had to say, I had to stop hustling. I had to stop dabbling in everything. I had to stop trying all these avenues at one point, at one time. I had to stop trying to do every strategy that people who were making millions of dollars were doing. And I was only making $2,000 a month. And I was trying these advanced strategies all at once from like 15 different people. I had to make the decision to simplify so that I could focus on being consistent, so that my audience could trust me and want to buy from me. And by me not being consistent and being flopping around like a fish out of water, my audience couldn't trust me. So therefore, I couldn't sell. I couldn't make the sales that I knew I could if I just slowed down, focused on less, and got really good at it and like enjoyed the process and enjoyed showing up. Then I would be able to make that shift. But I had to make the decision to change that pattern, right? In Unleashed and in every program I do with my clients, I always talk about a pattern interrupt. And that is basically where you're looking at these patterns that you've created for God knows what reason. It doesn't matter. Mom, dad, sister, it doesn't matter. Whatever patterns that you've created that you know and you catch yourself doing over and over and over and over again that are not serving you and that are preventing you from moving your business into money making, those are the things you want to interrupt. So it's identifying those and being like, oh, okay, I know that I'm doing this, and these are the things that are like making this harder and making it not feel good and making me end up in the same situation time after time after time. I need to interrupt those patterns. And it starts by making the decision to do that. Does that make sense? Like, do you guys get that? Do you get what I'm putting down? Does that make sense? So here's the thing. There are some money-making activities, okay, that you can be doing, okay? But I'm going to share with you a few things. But again, it really is about you making the decision to consistently do these things, okay? It's not enough that you know what these money-making activities are. You have to consistently be doing them. That is how you build trust. And your audience can't buy from you if they don't trust you. They're not going to buy from you if they don't trust you. Good morning, Denitra. So here's the things. These are the money-making activities that I basically focus on. This is what I do to create multiple 5 figures every month, working 20, 25 hours a week in a way that feels good. It's all on my terms. I don't do a damn thing I don't want to do, okay? But again, I'm going to share these, but I want you to just decide that every single day that you work in your business, you will do these 3 things, okay? Build your list, nurture them, and sell to them, okay? And then I want you to choose the money-making activity ways, which are the strategies, which matter less, okay, that you'll do this. So I'm going to share with you the money making activities I focus on, like the strategies, but here's what I need you to hear. These strategies are not what makes me money. Okay? These strategies are what supports those 3 money making activities. So just so we are clear, your money making activity is building your list every day, nurturing and taking great care of that list every day, and then selling to your list every day. Those are the 3 money making activities. If you do those things every single day, you're going to see a major increase in your income, your energy, everything. Okay. You're going to just feel ease and flow. Those are the 3 money making activities. But let me share some strategies that I use to do those things. Making sense? You guys getting this? I don't want you to think that strategy is more important. And I don't want you to think that the strategies are the ways that I made the money. I make money because I build my list every day, I nurture them, and then I sell to them. Because if you're not doing those 3 things, you have nobody to sell to, or you have people, but they don't know who the heck you are because you don't show up and take care of them. And then maybe you build in your list and maybe you're showing up, but you're not selling to your people because you're scared to death to sell. All 3 of these things need to happen. So let me talk about the strategies that I choose to use because they feel good for me. These are the strategies I choose to use to build, nurture, sell every single day. Here's what I do. Usually on Sunday, but again, I'm not boxed into like a specific schedule. So I think like usually on a Sunday is when I feel like I want to sit down and kind of plan out my week and kind of take a look at like, okay, what do I have coming up this week? What is it that I need to accomplish and focus on this week so that I have like a game plan? I'm not that type of person that can just like get up and like get to work and not have a plan. I need to know, what am I working toward? What things do I need to focus on to make that happen? Because I don't want to work too much. I don't want to work more than I have to. I want to live life. So for me, if I have a plan for like, this is what's happening this week, I could jump in and spitfire my money-making activities out and be done for the day, right? Does that make sense? So this is the difference between you and me. I don't sit at my desk all day checking stuff off a to-do list. I have like 3 to 5 things I do a day to make my goals happen for the week. And then I'm out. I'm done. I check out. I go have fun. I release attachment. I don't care what happens after I do my part. Okay. I just want to make this really clear. I'm not sitting at my desk all day, checking off all the things and dotting my I's and crossing every T and like spending, 10, 12 hours at my desk. I spend maybe 4 hours, 5 a max a day in my office. And that's not even 5 days a week. Okay. Because it's unnecessary. You don't need to. Like, I would really ask you if you were working, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, I would say like, what are you doing during that time? What is it that you're working on? Especially if you're not even making like 5 figures a month, working 5 to 8 hours a day. Like, what are you doing during that time? Right. Okay. So one thing I do on my Sunday or whatever day I choose to kind of plan out, what do I want to focus on this week? Like, what's happening? What's going on? The first thing that I look at is my money goal. I am money driven. I'm not afraid to say it, not ashamed. I unapologetically will tell you, I am driven by money. Money for me and money for my clients. I love it. It's what fires me up. It lights me up. It's part of why I do what I do. Okay. I love when my clients make an F ton of money. I love it when they come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I just signed like a $5,000 client. Oh my God, I just had my first $10,000 month. I love it. And I love when I'm experiencing that too. So I'm very, very driven by that. So the first thing I like to figure out, what is my money goal? Okay. When you have a money goal, you're going to have a fire under your ass. You're going to be pretty excited and lit up to get in and do the money making activities, right? One thing that I will give you a tip on when it comes to my money goals, when I'm deciding how much money I want to make, I am looking at my personal, my business, and any extra that I want. But here's what I'm not doing. I am not saying I want to get on and make this much this week because I need to pay off a debt. Or I want to make this much because I have credit cards I want to pay off. Or I want to make this much so I can pay this bill. I don't do that. because that does not excite me. I don't know about you, but like, I'm not excited to get out of bed every day to make money for my credit card payments. That does not excite me. So what I like to do is say, you know what? Maybe I want to go on a vacation this week or next week, right? So I want to make money so that I can be freed up to do that, which might mean I need to pay off my credit card so I can go on that vacation. But what I'm doing is I'm tying in something exciting for me to that money goal so that it feels exciting, so that I actually want to make that money. Okay. So I don't just come up with some random weird number for the sake of coming up with a number. I know exactly where the money's going. And I always make sure it's not just for bills. It's not just for credit cards. It's not just for debt or whatever you want to call it, that it is for something exciting. Okay. So I would really recommend you tie something really exciting into that money goal to give it an emotional purpose and intention so that you actually feel really good about moving toward and doing the work to get toward that goal. Okay. So that's the first thing I look at. If you guys do not have a money goal and you don't know what the heck you're trying to like do or accomplish or reach, that's a gap. That's a huge problem. The next thing I look at is, what am I selling? So what am I going to sell to make that money, right? You have this money goal. What are you going to sell in exchange for that money? What are you going to give to people? How are you going to help people in exchange for that money? So you need to decide on what that's going to be. And then that's what you're going to focus on. Okay. The next thing I look at is, what is the content I'm going to share around like a passion topic of mine for what I'm selling, right? So you decide what those are. You have to look at, okay, I need to come up with some passion topics, some topics that I'm genius at, I'm confident in, super excited about, I could talk about them all day, that lead naturally into my paid offer. So come up with your topics for your live, topic for your email, topic for your social posts. Come up with a few passion topics that are going to effortlessly, no brainer, lead right into that paid offer that you're selling in exchange for that money. Okay. And this way you have an idea of like what you're going to be talking about, what you're going to be sharing, because here's the thing, hint, hint, that thing, that content, those topics, that's the value you're giving to your people. So if your people don't like what you're talking about, if your people are not excited and you're not excited about what you're sharing and talking about, well, guess what? It's not, your offer won't sell. Your paid offer will not sell. Okay. So choose your passion topics, stay in your own lane. And what I tell my clients is mind your business. Don't worry about coming up with like what this one is talking about or that one. I want you to really come up with your own passion topics. This is something I do with my clients. We come up with a big list of their passion topics. And those are the things that you teach and talk about and focus on so that you know you're always staying in your zone of genius, right? You're always able to jump on a live or jump into an email or a group or something and talk about one of those things. And they all lead to your paid offer. This way, you're consistent. Not just with showing up, but like what you're talking about and what you're positioning yourself as an expert in. Okay. And then the other thing is just go into the week, like go into every day, every single week with an inspired plan so you know what you're doing. I have a lot of entrepreneurs that come to me and they have absolutely no plan in place. They just know they want to make money. They want to sign clients. They want to have that 5-figure month so they can like finally say they've done that. They want to fill a program or they want to have coaching clients. They want to sell their services, but they have no idea how to do it. They don't know from one day to the next, really, what do I do today? And what do I do every day this week? What do I focus on? Where do I put my time and energy? What money-making activities should I be doing to get to this end goal? 9 out of 10 of my clients and the people in my community do not know what that needs to look like. And if they do, it's not consistently every day. It's kind of all over the place, right? Anyone else kind of have that experience? But here's the thing. Your job is to just show up and let people know how you can help them so that they can buy from you. That's all you're doing, right? They need to see that you can help them. So depending on what you're talking about, that is what will dictate if your people think you have a solution to their problem. So if you're getting on and you're talking about, how you didn't sleep last night, or you're talking about politics, or you're talking about shit that has nothing to do with the work you do, well, then you're probably not going to really get sales, right? You're probably just going to have more busy conversations. Who has busy conversations on social media? Meaning like you post something that starts engagement, but has nothing to do with your services. How many people do that? Because here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with conversations. There's nothing wrong with engagement. There's nothing wrong with, you putting out content that's going to like be an engagement sparker. But like at the end of the day, did that make sense for your offer? Did that lead anybody to your offer? Did you make any money today? Did you sign any new clients today? Like if at the end of each day, you could be signing a new client and actually receiving the money in your bank account, like what would that do for you, right? Like think about it. But if you're putting out content that has nothing to do with how you help people, well then, you're just really having fans, and fans are not always buyers, right? You want your community, especially the people you've worked hard to build and take care of, like your group and your email list, like things like that, your social following. You want those people to know how you can help them. So you have to be talking about that all the time. All of your content should be about, how you help people, what's in it for them, and giving them tips and inspiring them and moving them to your paid offer. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This is the kicker. If you feel gross or you feel icky for selling quite often, like daily or just regularly, consistently, then back it up with giving really good value first. So go ahead and earn the ask. That's what I tell my clients, like earn your ask. If you feel like asking people to invest or buy or book or like sign up here, if you feel icky or kind of gross doing that, then back it up with some really good content first. Give them something really good first, and then invite them to come see if your offer or services or solution is what they really want right now, right? That will make it feel better. If you're that type of person that just goes on and you're like, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Hey, I'm launching. Hey, I'm selling. Go check this out. Book your call here. Book a free call. Book a free call. Like if you're just doing that all the time, that's not going to sell. Like that's not going to work in this industry. Not today, right? So what you want to be doing is give some good value first, because then you're going to feel better about inviting them to come talk to you about working together, right? And this will make it feel like you're serving people versus just selling to people, which is a big difference. Those are not the same things. So you want to show up with the best you, right? And then go give some really good free, like insane value that's going to be super helpful for them, right? Show them you can help them do X or ABC, whatever that thing is, and then invite them to the solution, which is your offer, okay? And be so behind that thing that you're doing. Be so behind it, believe in it, be confident in it, be in love with it, okay? And then it won't feel anything less than really good. It won't feel like you're doing anything to anybody. It'll feel like, you're showing up and serving people. You're not going to feel guilty. Your clients are lucky that you created this space for them, and you need to own that. Okay, you need to own that you have a unique, special way to help your clients in which they don't have themselves or can't do by themselves. They're lucky that you created a space for them. I feel like my clients are very lucky that I've created the space and the, program and the service and time for them to go have these 5-figure months, for them to go make $17,000 in just days, for my clients to have an $8,000 day. And you know what I mean? Like these are like, my clients are lucky I created that time and space for them. And I'm lucky that I have coaches doing the same thing for me at my level, right? You have to own that. You can't be insecure about your offer or doubtful or feel like I'm not good enough or nobody wants this and then think people are going to buy it. You've got to get so behind that thing that you do. And this is why I think sometimes, entrepreneurs try to be too much and they try to do too much and they try to sell too many different things. They try to be everything to everybody. That's a really hard thing to do because I actually don't know a single person on this planet that can serve everybody with anything and do everything. So if you're trying to do that, you're just being a perfectionist. Like scale back, Okay, less is more. Get better at less. Really figure out, what am I really, really good at? Like at the end of the day, what is something that I'm just naturally amazing at and I enjoy it? I have a fun time doing it. I'm good at it. I'm confident in it. I've always been good. It's a natural ability. That's that thing you want to go sell, because it's not a natural ability for other people. An example of that is sales. I've always been good at selling people into doing the thing that I want them to do in a really congruent and integrity way. I'm not like manipulating people. I'm really good at getting what I want. I'm really good at getting people to make the moves I want them to make. It's been a natural thing of mine my entire life. And I always thought it was like that for everybody until I started coaching. And I realized everyone coming to me is struggling with sales. And I thought it was bizarre, because for me, it was the easiest thing in this world. And so that was when I realized I had a gift. I had a talent. I had something that I not only enjoyed and loved, I was really good at, and not a lot of other people were. That was how I was able to kind of like start stepping into that. So give yourself some time to think about that. A lot of entrepreneurs really need to work more around their confidence and their money mindset. And if you're not open to receive money, then chances are you're not open to invest in either. And that's a huge problem. That's something that I did for quite a while, was like, I wanted clients to invest $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 into my programs, but I was not willing to go invest that much in other people's programs. Like I was not investing in my own business, in my own personal development, but I wanted my clients to invest in me at that level. And I for a while there, I couldn't understand why it wasn't happening, right? If you are the type of person that is, you're not good at sales, or you don't feel good about sales or selling, then you need to work more on your confidence and your money mindset so that you can, right? So that you can not only confidently sell every day to your community, but you can also invest as often as you need to continue to grow your personal development, your money mindset, your success, your business, your revenue, your profit, your audience, your collaboration opportunities, right? Like business, a successful business is not done by one person, right? It takes a whole bunch of us together as a collective group. And so if you're trying to go at this all by yourself, that's probably a big problem. You need a community of accountability partners and support partners and people that believe in you and that are going to keep you accountable and going. And that's going to cost money to do that, right? And if you're not willing to invest, you can't, in integrity, ask somebody to invest in you, right? So here's the thing. Deliver value that can change something in your client's business or process, right? Like have the intention to give your best stuff. And don't worry, your free content's not going to be everything, okay? They're still going to want to invest to get the big picture, to get the next step and the next step and to take it all the way. If they want everything, they need to invest, okay? So it's not about giving them everything. When I say give your best stuff, it doesn't mean you give them everything so they don't need you. It doesn't mean you over-deliver to the point where you're overwhelming them. It means you give them enough for them to have a light bulb moment, to have a little breakthrough, a shift where they can recognize, oh, I need this. Let me invest and let's work together because I need to go to that level. I need this support. Your job is to help them identify that and get to that place, okay? And the other thing is you have to be comfortable selling, okay? If you're not comfortable selling and you're not comfortable investing, how do you expect to make money in your business? How are you going to do that if you're not comfortable selling or investing? How will you make money in your business, right? That's why I had to really commit to build, nurture, sell every single day in my business, and doing so from a place of serving and helping versus selling and holding back, right? Now, here's what I want to say too. Like, you don't have to sell every single day per se, but you definitely want to be training your audience to take action every single day, right? Free or paid. So rather it be, hey, click here, join me here, watch this, or like buy this. It's about giving that call to action every single day, right? That way your audience can really learn to take action from your free content. It's not enough for you to just put content out there. I have entrepreneurs that come to me all the time. I'm doing the things and I'm doing the things. I'm doing the things. It's not about just putting content out. It's not about just saying, I sent the email for the sake of sending the email. I did the live just for the sake of doing the live. There's no intention behind that. There's no purpose and inspiration behind that. You're just doing things to say you did them. That's not what produces the results, okay? So I really need you to understand that. You've got to start training people to do what you want them to do, okay? And you need to show up from a place of inspiration, integrity, excitement, passion, okay? That's what it's about. Not just the actions. It's not just, oh, I did those things today. Oh, I checked them off my list today, so I won today. No. If you felt like shit doing them, if you were not confident about doing them, if you had to force yourself to do them, if you did it but it felt like crap, then there's no point in even doing it because it's about the energy behind it, okay? And here's the thing. If you don't show them that you want them to do this certain thing and you just sit back and assume that, oh, they know what to do, you're never going to make it. They're never going to get to your paid offer, right? You're never going to make money because they're never going to get there, okay? It's going to be your job to instruct this every single time, every single day. I can't say it enough, okay? And the other thing here, start investing. And I mean, like, here's the thing. I didn't make jack shit talking about my business until I started to invest in coaches and mentors and personal development. Until I started to invest in myself, I really attracted broke people into my community constantly, every day. It was like a reflection of myself, right? The other thing is that it took me years to shift from that $2,000 a month to that $5,000 a month because I refused to invest. That was the bottom line. I would not invest. And that could have taken me probably 30 to 60 days to make $5,000 happen had I got my head out of my ass earlier on and got the help I needed, right? Just like your clients, you cannot diagnose your own issues. You're not any different than your client. You expect your client to invest in you to get help because they can't do it by themselves, because you're the expert and they're not. Well, for you, it's the same thing. You're not an expert either, and you need to invest in help to get your business moving forward, and you need to invest in someone that knows the things you don't know. It's not any different. You're not an exception to the rule, right? I had to really drill that into my head. I am not the exception to the rule. I'm no different than my clients. We're at different levels. We might need different things in terms of help and support, but I'm no different than them. I'm not this magic genius that doesn't need a coach and needs no help at all. I'm just so perfect. No, I'm not. And so once I started to realize that, and I started to realize I'm not any different than them, I need to invest too. I can't expect my clients to invest in me if I'm sitting here hoarding all my money and making excuses as to why I'm not investing. And once I made that shift, it also allowed me to attract a different person. A person ready to invest, a person ready to do the work, right? So here's the thing. The best of the best invest at levels that you can't even imagine, okay? And you can't just ask people to invest in you if you're not investing in yourself first, okay? Because it's not going to happen. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to fall behind. Investing in yourself puts skin in the game, but it's also going to make you more confident, and it's going to help you get behind what you're doing because you're going to have the help. You're going to have the support, the accountability, the coaching, the person to go to that knows what you don't know, that can answer your questions and guide you along the way, right? And it doesn't mean you can't ever do anything without a coach. I mean, I haven't been without a coach or a mentor for probably 8 or 9 years, ever. But I can do some things without a coach, but it's like, I'm playing at a high level, right? I'm increasing my prices all the time. I'm selling more than ever. I'm creating more than ever. I am up-leveling more than I ever have before. I need accountability. I need support. I need coaching and guidance along the way. I need a sisterhood of people that get me and believe in me in order to always up-level and make this happen. And in order to call in those types of clients, I have to be that client, right? So I'm smart enough to know that. And so are you. You know that deep down that you have to start taking those risks. You have to put yourself in the game. Okay, playing it safe and comfortable is not going to get you there. So if you struggle to invest, then you're going to struggle to receive. Somebody type that in the comments. If you struggle to invest, you'll struggle to receive. No way around it. Go test it. Try it for yourself. I guarantee you, if you're that type of person who's not investing and you're making excuses and you're playing small and you're waiting for the right time and for all the pieces to be together, I guarantee you don't have no high-level clients invested in you consistently on a regular basis. I can guarantee it, right? Because if you struggle to invest, you're going to struggle to receive money. Goes both ways. So this is the most simple thing ever. Decide on your money goal. Decide what it is. What's the thing you're going to sell to make that money, right? And then go live and give your best stuff. Just go live every day, every week. Give your best stuff consistently every day. And then at the end of that best stuff, just extend an invitation. And that's what I call it in the Rebel community. It's not a pitch. It's not really a call to action. Call it what you will. It's just extending an invitation. It's saying, hey, Jane Doe, you're struggling with getting clients and creating 5-figure months. And guess what? I have a proven step-by-step system for how to get clients online consistently and create consistent, feel-good, really easy 5-figure months. Are you interested in a solution? Right? And then it's on them from there. Some people are not really committed. They're not ready. That's fine. But there's going to be people, they're in it to win it. They're ready. They're ready. They'll do what it takes, and they're going to invest. Those are the clients that you want. You don't want the ones that are pussyfooting around and hemming and hawing and 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Those are hobbyists. And who here wants to work with a hobbyist? Not me, right? I want to work with ready clients, ambitious women ready to go, right? There's nothing more to it, guys, than that. There's nothing more. You just got to get out of your head. You got to get out of the upstairs area for a little bit, and you got to get behind these 4 steps, right? Obviously, there's going to be more to your financial foundational growth. But these 4 steps by themselves are enough to get money in the door in the next 30 to 60 days easily. And don't try to go complicate these 4 steps. I know you guys, don't do it. They're really easy. And if you follow those 4 things every day with the best attitude, the highest confidence, and the best energy you can, within 30 to 60 days, you will see an income increase, period, right? And here's the thing, the more that you grow your audience and take care of them, and the more that you sell to them, you'll make more money, period. It's not complicated. Sales is the easiest thing on the planet. I really believe that. It's so easy. You guys just have a tendency to overcomplicate it because you're looking at it wrong. You're looking at sales wrong. Okay. Now, guys, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions that you want to ask me? I have something so amazing to share with you, and I'm super pumped about it. Okay. The Doors to Unleashed, which is my 6-month live group coaching program that is designed to specifically help you set up the foundations that you need, that we've talked about, to consistently create feel-good 5-figure months on your terms, are officially open today. The cart is open right now, like as of now. I'm so excited about it. And as of now, you can go ahead and snag your spot in this program. It does have limited seats just because it's a lot of access to me. It's not a DIY. It's not a self-study. This is a coaching program. And it opens once a year, right? That's it, once a year. We're basically going to be covering the 5 pillars to create a profitable online business, which is your system for showing up, how you're going to attract soulmate clients, which is ready buyers, your system for nurturing those people once you get them, and then your system for selling to those people, your sales system. Those are like the pillars to a 5-figure business per month, okay? Obviously, there's other things, but like I'm keeping it really simple for you. So, and because this is how I roll, we focus on only really what you need to put these systems in place so you can start generating 5-figure months or more in like 90 days or less, okay? So within like 90 days or less, I like to see my clients around 10,000 a month. We do this by focusing on the fastest, easiest ways to make money. Okay. I am a very simple person. I am not about complicating things. I'm not about hefty, heavy systems. I'm not about pitchy, desperate, disgusting looking sales. I am about like simple, quick, simple, get to the point, make the money, serve the people, we're done. It feels good, right? That's what I'm about. So now, this is for you if you're an online coach or if you're a service-based entrepreneur, okay? And you're not seeing consistent income that you desire in your business. And regardless if you're new or regardless if you're established, this program is for you if this resonates with you, okay? Now, of course, I have bonuses. I have bonuses for those who sign up right away. When you sign up, there's a few things that are going to happen. You're going to get an early bird price. So that is $1,500 off the regular price, which is normally $5,000, which is still a really good price for 6 months of coaching. Okay. So you're going to get $1,500 off, making your investment only $3,500 for 6 months live with me. But we also have 2 payment plan options. Just to make it even easier, you could sign up at 4 pays of $875 or 6 pays of $584. And you can choose whatever option works best for you. selllikearebel.com/unleashed. Now, obviously, that's not all because I'm all about bonuses. When you sign up right away, I'm also going to give you full lifetime access to my most popular money mindset and confidence course, the Confident Entrepreneur. And this is a 5-part course where we cover all the fundamentals that arise for entrepreneurs when it comes to sales. So asking for the sale, pricing your offers, worrying or struggling with objections and how to overcome them, putting yourself out there, comparisonitis, so comparing yourself, shiny object syndrome, fear of rejection, you name it, it is covered in the Confident Entrepreneur course. So you're going to get full lifetime access right away to that when you sign up. Also, I'm throwing in another bonus. This bonus is worth over $5,000 all by itself. And it has created over $150,000 for me and my clients as a collective group. And that is my cash injections course. If you go to the selllikearebel.com/unleashed sales page, you're going to see testimonials from my clients who did like $15,000, $8,000, $17,000, $7,000, $2,000 pay in fulls in days and weeks. You're going to see stuff like that. A lot of that came from cash injections. And then their consistent income came from the fundamentals we put together throughout the program. So that cash injection course has literally created over $150,000 for me and my clients. You're going to get full lifetime immediate access to that as well. Now, keep in mind, the sooner you sign up, the better price you're going to get in and the more bonuses you get, because every single week throughout my whole launch, I am going to be leaking different bonuses. And if you're already signed up, you're going to get access to all of them. And believe me, I have some seriously insane bonuses that we have planned to be leaking out throughout this launch. You're going to want those. Now, before I forget, the program begins and it kicks off with our very first live video training and Q&A call on June 7th. However, if you sign up now, we're going to be doing 2 live video bonus orientation calls, both with Q&A before the program begins. That's going to give you a kickstart with your mindset, your success mentality, so that you can kick some serious ass once the program starts. So we're doing a live video orientation on May 2nd. And then we're doing a second live video orientation and a Q&A on June 13th. Now, these are both accompanied with an orientation and welcome packet for you. You get instant access to all of that when you sign up. So if you're wondering, what are we going to do till June 7th when the program actually kicks off? Believe me, there's plenty for you to do while you wait for that first training. And of course, you're going to get into a private Facebook group community as well. So you're going to have the group, you're going to have the cash injection course to go through, you're going to have the Confident Entrepreneur course to go through. We've got other bonuses throughout the launch that you're going to get access to. You're going to want those. And there's a very in-depth welcome and orientation packet for you to go through and start to really set yourself up mentally and confidently and emotionally and physically for this program and getting an ROI on it. Also, we're going to do 2 live video orientation calls with Q&A. Okay, all of that's going to happen before the program even starts. So there's more than enough for you guys in there. Now, a final note, I do need you to know, Unleashed is not a DIY or self-study, okay? It's not a program where you get trainings and then you go off by yourself and you figure things out on your own. This is my 6th round of Unleashed, and this is a very interactive and live video coaching program. with a boatload of access to me personally every week. So we're meeting live on video just about every other week, excluding some implementation weeks and holidays. And during that time, we're going to be going step by step, implementing and creating the 5-figure pillars, okay? One step at a time. At the end of each live video training, we're going to open up for Q&A. So every video training is also going to have Q&A. And then we'll be doing, in between the trainings, every other week, we'll be doing a live video Q&A where it's just about supporting you, coaching you, reviewing your stuff, giving you feedback, holding you accountable, answering your questions, just making sure you're fully supported. All right. So there's tons of access to me very consistently so that you're being coached and held accountable and supported through every single step of the work we do together in this program. The cool thing about this is like, it is literally more access to me, more hands-on and more video time with me than a regular coaching program. Okay. So you have that group component, but like we are on video together almost every week for the 6 months, almost every week, excluding holiday time and some implementation weeks. Other than that, every week we're on video training or video Q&A. Very interactive, all right? We also have a social media month. I haven't done this ever before, and I'm so excited about this. We've launched, this will be our 6th round of Unleashed. We've never done this, but we are doing a social media month where we have experts coming in to talk about the different social platforms and how to use them to grow your business. So that's going to be super fun. We have a legal expert coming in who's going to talk about the things that you need in your contracts, on your sales pages, language and things around your content when you're inviting people to buy that you have to know so that you are fully secured legally, okay? She's going to come in and chat. We have some stuff on that. So many other great things are happening that you're just going to have everything you need to make those 5-figure months or more happen for you this year. Okay, go ahead and get your buns over to the sales page. If you are not there already, get over there, choose your payment plan options before the early bird price goes up, get your private access to our portal, get your bonuses, start diving into those. Go ahead and request to join the Facebook group, get the Q&A calls in your calendar, the training and the Q&A calls, the whole schedule is already in there for you. You can plug those into your calendar and be all set and ready to go. And then once you get in, I can personally come over and welcome you and meet you. So get over there. Go to selllikearebel.com/unleashed. You don't want to miss this, guys. Any questions? If you haven't gone over there, you got to go over there. I'm so excited. Very, very excited. So many good bonuses coming out. There's so much in there for you, but like it's simplified. It's step by step. It's only the things that you're going to need to have 5-figure months in 90 days or less, even though we're spending 6 months together, okay? And the cash injection bonus is a gold mine, okay? That's what can help you get the influx of cash. I've had probably 8 out of 10 of my clients come in, do a cash injection, made their investment back, paid the program off in full, and still had profit left so that we could focus on the program, okay? I can't guarantee that for you, but like get in there and make it happen, okay? The system works. You're going to get that full lifetime access to that. All right. I use cash injections all the time in my business to make a ton of money. So you can absolutely use them anytime. You're going to get full lifetime access to that course. Okay. And that's all before the program even starts. All right. If you guys have any questions, drop your questions below. I will come back. Give me #replay. If you're joining the replay, I'll come back. We'll chat. I'll answer any question you have. Go over to the sales page, check it out. Go look at the testimonials. Go look at the awesome payment plan options we have available for you. There's even a month-to-month breakdown of what we're going to be doing in the program, although trust me when I tell you, it's phenomenal. Everything is live. Everything is video. So much access to me. If you have questions after you check it out, just private message me on Facebook or go into the Ambitious Rule Breakers group on Facebook and ask me your questions and tag me. But believe me, if you're not making 5 figures a month in a feel-good way on your terms consistently, you need this program, okay? It's everything you need, nothing you don't, promise. All right, so I'm going to see you guys really soon. Hopefully, I'll see you over in Unleashed. Go to selllikearebel.com/unleashed. I'll see you guys over there.